Hi there, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jack Rome, and on behalf of the Center for Awakening, I'm glad to welcome you to Meet the Speaker, a live series with speakers from the upcoming 3-day online immersive conference, Awake in Stillness, The End of Dreaming, taking place November 8th to 10th. So, this series is designed to give you a brief taste of the direct experience that you can expect from each session during the conference. I'm pleased to introduce Loch Kelly. He is an awakening teacher and psychotherapist and founder of the Effortless Mindfulness Institute. He is the creator of the new Mindful Glimpses app and author of 2 award-winning books. As a licensed psychotherapist and recognized leader in the fields of meditation and embodied awakening, his teachings synthesize ancient wisdom, practices, neuroscience, and contemporary psychology. Loch's conference session is titled Living from Awake Loving Flow, an experiential session offering ways of glimpsing, awakening, and embodiment. So, Loch, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. With the brief time that we have today, can you please give us a taste of your session by perhaps giving us the definition of awake loving flow, maybe how it differs from pure awareness, and then a taste of the teaching itself?
Sure. Thank you so much, and so great to be here and have this opportunity to talk a little bit and give you what I call a glimpse of your awake loving flow. So, I thought the important thing about awakening is it's not just a meditation state or a meditation practice. The question is, once we've made that initial direct recognition of this pure awareness, if we've unhooked and stepped out of this small sense of self and opened to this awareness, what's the relationship to our body, to our different parts of us, and how do we not only recognize the being or the self that is our true nature, but how do we move and live and respond? And so I'll be talking about 5 levels of mind, very simply. Everyday mind, which we all know is our ego-based identity, and then subtle mind, which is where a lot of people do spiritual practices like mindful witnessing. So you step out and look at the contents of changing consciousness. And then the 3rd level is pure awareness or awake awareness. And many people stop at this stage of this initial awakening from, but in this map that we'll be exploring, the awake awareness then comes into what Buddhism calls non-duality, which is awake awareness and aliveness are not two. So they call it the same taste, which is the unity of awake awareness and our embodied human life. Then the 5th stage, which is where I've been really focusing, is what I call awake loving flow, which is that once we feel we've dropped from head to spacious awareness to embodied heart, then there's this unity of awareness and our precious human body and our psychology, different parts of us that arise. So we're not getting rid of our whole personality and becoming kind of a robot of awareness. We're arriving here, and then with a new leadership from awake awareness that's embodied and open-hearted, we are able to respond rather than react. And there's a feeling of being both supported by something greater than ourselves and having a choice that feels like being in a flow state. If you've listened to music or played music or been in a sport or kind of walked in nature, played with, there's something where you're out of your self-referencing, but your eyes are open and you're dropped into your heart. There's a feeling of unconditional love and connection, a sense of safety, but also the ability to talk and walk and create and relate. And so moving through these levels of mind and not stopping at the mindful witness or pure awareness or kind of presence, which is kind of the embodied safety, but moving all the way to live this life of awakening is really the what I've discovered that is the unity of these last three is where people can live from this awake consciousness. So I thought I would share with you a glimpse practice. So a glimpse is not a meditation state, but it's actually takes the premise that this awake consciousness is already here, this awareness that is like an ocean of awareness arising as our body, and that we're currently caught in this small sense of self. And what we can do is we can have this awareness unhook and drop to be aware of our body from within, not just looking down with attention, but literally unhooking, dropping, embodying, and then come into our heart space. So you may have already started doing it, but for those who didn't, we'll try again. So feel that sense of where are you listening to me from? And locate a part of us that's often the thinker or the small self or the manager. It's actually a functional part. We don't need to get rid of it, but we need to decenter and recognize this awake, loving heart. So have that awareness that's identified simply unhook itself and begin to drop so that your awareness feels your jaw and your smile, and then drop into being aware of your throat directly from within. So you're not stretching attention down, and you don't need to go back up to thought, but feel as if you've decentered and still feel embodied, and yet you're in this subtle awareness that now drops below your neck and feels your body from within. And feel that relief. And now see if this awareness can find this heart space, kind of the new center, heart mind. A safe, open space, almost like a river of awareness going subtly into this awake, open heart. And as you drop in, notice what you feel as you open up through your heart space back to the middle of your body, and then uniquely out the back of your body to discover the awareness that has your back. So feel as if this globe of awareness opens, discovers this spacious presence, this ocean of awareness that then has always been here and is your support as that which is greater than you. And then as that ocean arises as your body, like a wave, and then feel as if you can almost look out of the eyes of your heart. So you now have dropped, opened, realized this awake presence, and then included this open heart. And now with your eyes open and your heart open and feeling this safe, supportive space, you can begin to feel that everything's included, that there's a compassionate, naturally wise presence that isn't just pure awareness, but is embodied, safe, relational, and awake. So from here, notice that you can take a breath and find both the stillness, which is the quality of awareness that doesn't come and go, that can't be hurt. A sense of silence, openness, but also peace of mind and presence. But now this stillness, this which doesn't come and go, begins to mingle with that which changes, the aliveness, the humanness. So there is now not just being stuck in stillness, but being this dynamic stillness of this open hearted, awake, loving flow that we can begin to talk from and create and relate and feel that there is this new natural next stage of life called awakening that isn't just a meditation state, but literally brings this joy and this freedom to us, and learning how to navigate these 5 levels of mind and go through this kind of dropping or opening, including finding the safety and then being with our psychological system, our shadow parts, or our what's called exiles in internal family systems, with our protectors that are like a judge or an ego manager, actually have positive intentions to try to help us. And once we bring them love, they can become unburdened and helpful in discriminating and living this human life. So it's this embracing rather than denying or bypassing approach that I will look forward to sharing with you in our time together. So thanks very much.
Well, Loch, thank you so much for giving us that taste of what we're going to experience during your session. And it's really a pleasure to go through those 5 levels of mind in such a short amount of time to the conceptual mind, which is such a beautiful, simplistic thing. You might call it a glimpse, as you said. Um, so, to everyone watching, whether you're watching live or we'll see you at the conference, or you might see this on YouTube later, we just hope that you'll join us at the Awaken Stillness Conference. It'll be from November 8th to 10th for more direct experience teaching. And you can register for free at centerforowakening.org. And if you have any questions, reach out to us. But till then, Loch, thank you so much again. Really, really appreciate it and getting to spend this time with you today.
Thank you, Jack. Really wonderful to be here, and I hope people got a sense of how their heart is always here and always available.